Check out the Nine More Boys podcast. The Nine More Boys podcast is consisted of different topics such as sports, TV shows, and real world problems. You can listen to the Nine More Boys on different platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, amongst other great platforms. How's it going, guys? Untamed Gaming here. Glad to see you guys stopped by to check out the content I had laid out for you guys. And today's topic is pretty much what everybody is talking about at this point with the upcoming Call of Duty game. And plus, on Charlie Intel, there is an article talking about this same topic that I'll be discussing right now. If you guys want to check out the article on Charlie Intel, I'll have the link in the description for your reading pleasure. But right now, I'm going to get into the topic. And the topic is free-to-play. Is Call of Duty up for the task of making their game free to play? Now, there's been other YouTubers talking about this idea, and one of the things is when they talk about going free to play, you cannot go back. Once you have a game that's free to play, there's no way that the next game after that is going to be having a price tag. It just wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't be fair. But anyway, so let's get into this thing. I have some things written here that might, that come to it, the effect on a Call of Duty game that went free to play or will be going free to play, which Call of Duty 2019 will be rumored to be having free to play components. So the first thing is obviously that there will no longer be a $60 price tag on the product. It will just be a clean free-to-play game that anyone can access without spending a penny or a peso or a euro or whatever currency you're using. And with free-to-play games, it doesn't really hurt the idea of having microtransactions, and everybody knows that when they play a Call of Duty game, you know how Activision likes to throw those microtransactions at us. But I think that having a game going free-to-play will actually solve that issue. Because, well, Fortnite does not have an issue with that. Fortnite is obviously the go-to example when it comes to free-to-play games. Fortnite is free, and the only thing that you have to pay for are either skins in the game, V-Bucks, or the Battle Pass. That's pretty much all it. And I think Smite is another game that comes to mind. I play Smite with a couple of my friends. It is free-to-play. And the only thing that you had to buy on Smite is skins for your gods and voice packs for your gods. It's all cosmetic. There's nothing wrong with having the whole thing of microtransactions be cosmetic. That's just one of the things that I'm afraid of if Activision chooses to have a free-to-play Call of Duty game. And some bits of it is cosmetic, but then there's added weapons that are better than the default weapons that came on launch. I don't know. So, and another obvious thing is it's free. Nobody has to worry about spending money on it. It's free. You can just go to the store, download it, wait depending on how good your internet connection is, and when it's done, you can just hop on it. And this solves the whole idea of Call of Duty losing its players and afraid to show the player count. This is another thing when it comes down to having Call of Duty be a multi-platform game, or in other words, if you're playing on a PS4, you can play against people who are on Xbox or whatever platform. When you have those two things applied to a free-to-play Call of Duty game, the only thing that's going to happen is that your population of your game for the multiplayer portion is going to come up. And that is what Activision is trying to seek out. And this is probably the only solution that they have. It's time to trial and error Call of Duty, Activision, and mainly go free to play. It's time to stop playing the game that you're just super in the faces of everybody and asking for people's money and stuff like that. So good examples of what Call of Duty done in the past with free to play is. Back in the day, Black Ops 3 went free to play on the PS4. I'm not sure about the Xbox One, but it went free to play on the PS4, and that filled up the game super well. A lot of people were playing it. You know, it's the whole idea of free to play. You know, you can just get a game right off the bat, start playing. The only thing you have to buy are skins, anything that's cosmetic. Uh, and another Call of Duty game that will be free to play that will be coming up pretty soon is Call of Duty Mobile, which has a lot of talk right now. And I'm thinking that Activision is going to use Call of Duty Mobile as a test. I know it doesn't make sense since they already have Black Ops 3 go free to play, but this is like an entire game being launched free to play, not $60 for 2.5 years that immediately go free to play. This is the first game that goes on launch that is free to play. And I'm thinking that Activision will use this as a test just to see how well it would go, but I don't think they're gonna have to worry too much because it's free to play. Everybody likes free to play games. It's kind of the norm in the game industry right now. I won't be surprised in the next decade or two that pretty much all the games that come out will be free to play, and the only thing that will be, you know, as I'm thinking about it, probably not every game because that's kind of silly. A game company needs to make a profit. All their games just cannot be free to play. There's got to be something in it for the game developers to make their money back out of the money that they've used to develop the game. So after that, the only thing that you'd have to pay for is similar to Fortnite, because I'm pretty sure Call of Duty is looking at Fortnite and seeing what they could do just to help them out. And I think that the only thing that they would have to pay for is the campaign itself. Now, I won't be so mad. Well, I won't be so mad. Nobody, I don't think, would have the argument of having a campaign be $60. Because, if it's a good campaign, people are going to play it. People are going to buy it. It's just one of those things where it's like, hey, listen, it's going to be a good campaign. Of course it's going to be $60. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a $60 spent on a campaign. And if it's multiplayer and it features ghosts in it, I mean, you won't have to worry about people not wanting to buy it. And after that, I should say, is everyone is wanting free to play. Every Call of Duty YouTuber that I talked about, that goes from Chaos to Thunder to some people who are doing talk shows about Call of Duty, every one of them is just wanting Call of Duty to go free to play. It just only benefits them. It helps them with the player count, and it helps them up with ratings. And after that is, as I said before, it would only benefit Call of Duty. The only thing that I would probably see that Call of Duty would have an issue for is the money portion. That will help itself if you just do microtransactions for the free play game. Fortnite does it, Apex Legends does it, Smite does it, and they're all doing super well and everybody's happy with it. So this is a time where Call of Duty / Activision has to come out of its shell as this greedy company of, that's been, identified as. Cut out the whole $20 hammer or $20 skin for a battle blackout game mode, that being Hudson, and with 10 crates. It's time to stop doing that. And, well, you can do that if it goes free to play. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you guys are all up to the idea of a Call of Duty game going free to play, give this video a like, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did, and I'll see you guys on the next video, whatever it make. Stay awesome. Have a good one out there.